Hello, everyone. This is George, and I'm with Larry Jacob Internet Marketing, and I'm bringing you day 9 of Small Business Challenges and Opportunities. So, church. It's kind of interesting when, as a Catholic, you see Catholic churches and Sunday Mass, of all things, canceled. I mean, this is crazy. If you know anything about Catholics, that is like the last thing you could ever dream would ever happen. It's just so unworldly, for lack of a better word. So, this morning, every Friday, about 50 to 80 guys get together at our church, have a little breakfast, there's a speaker, and we have sharing among each other, trying to become better Christians, better men, better husbands, things like that. And this morning, I attended our first Zoom-enabled Friday. And it was, we call it the Friday Muffin because they usually have muffins for breakfast. The name's kind of stupid, but here was my first muffin on Zoom. And let me tell you, I was pleasantly surprised. Couple of the guys that were running it were like me, that they use Zoom all the time. So they were able to get the guy who manages the thing up to speed on how to best use it. We told people log in about 5 minutes early. So if you've never done it before, there's no craziness. There was a good way to manage the protocol of who was speaking. And then they used the open mic feature to allow people to speak and comment as a group. And, my expectations were kind of low because this is a camaraderie of men. We've known each other for many years. And here we were talking to each other like we would on every Friday morning. And then one benefit is we had people join us that were not from the Miami area or were people who don't usually attend because they have a conflict on Friday morning. Like they used to have to maybe drive the kids to school in the morning so they couldn't make it, or, they work, let's say, north of our county. And so here we were really interacting as a group of, there were at least 30 people on the line, and it was actually very engaging, very united. We were kind of chatting in the background with each other, kind of like the way we would at a meeting across the table. And it worked really well. And the reason I'm pointing this out, first of all, because it's amazing how the internet enables us to do things I would have never dreamed we'd have to do. But there's a lot more intimacy and relationship building that we can do online than you would think. Now, I'm on Zoom every single day. My team is virtual. We're spread out from Spain all the way to the Philippines with me here in the US. And I'm on it all the time. So I'm used to it. It's my substitute for what used to be, hey, let's work in the office and let's yell to the guy in the next office next door and let's see if we can do some collaboration. So for me, it's normal. But for people who've never done it, I really want you to consider this as a way of changing the way you do business. I would anticipate that after this whole pandemic thing is over, we're likely to see a lot more people working from home because they can be just as productive at home as they are in work. And with the tools and skills that we acquire by working from home, we're likely to be able to use that in a revised version of a connected world when we're over with this and become better at doing what we did before. My big focus of this series, Small Business Challenges and Opportunities, is how do we think way outside the box? There are opportunities today that didn't exist 2 weeks ago, and there weren't challenges that existed, over 2 weeks ago. So how do we look at what the possibilities are so that we can grow our businesses, service our customers better than before, and then seek out new customers with opportunities that were foreign to us before? Because demands change, people's needs change, our ability to service them changed. So what is it we can do to think differently and make things work with all the changes that have happened?